At dawn, Volford is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods, into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Well, to the Sklorian shore, I suppose. Volford revealed this to be the one path through the woods into the north. It's snow time. I like the... well, music is overstating it, but... like the background mood, I suppose? You get clear of the woods at last, and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Alodiel. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volford calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and you only know the truth of how you feel. You tell Volford that freedom means living without fear, and not being subject to persecution or retaliation for one's thoughts or choices. He considers your remarks for a short while. Good answer, my boy. I happen to agree. Fear takes hold in freedom's wake. But fear is a natural impulse, is it not? A common feeling we all share from time to time. A deeply rooted impulse there to aid our judgment and spur us on to acts of courage. If not for fear, I doubt we could accomplish very much in life. And just now, we stand upon the brink of accomplishing something vital. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live without fear, just as your reader stated. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. He looks out toward the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not truly be free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would aim to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principle have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is when you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group. That, together, you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rites, then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself. You know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here, like so many others. So, if any among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continue to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Volford pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are bound together through the rites and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom. You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together, you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Wolfred turns toward the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Well, that's rather drastic, but I agree with him. Beyond lies Mount Alodiel. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Okay. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Edwin. Hello, Wolfred. There you are, my boy. There was something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Wolfred stares at you, rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we. We are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability in this I sense is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected, when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Wolfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises may have been shared, I do not think the rite can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So, once again, I invite you to depart. I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? Well, so I'm to walk this path with everyone, see them go free and me left behind? There is more at stake here than your freedom alone. And besides, perhaps there is a way. You understand the words of warning, yet just the same you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my boy. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here, in this anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that Commonwealth which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. And thoughts there are many. But for now, let's put them aside and speak to Sandra. What brings you to me this time, my dear reader? Of course, reader. You need but think on who shall be the subject of my trial, and we shall go from there. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Edwin. Oh, you must mean that, no, my boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then, let us bring him forth. Soon, Edwin appears, in heed of the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Feel like I'm doing rather alright. Okay, I got quicker than me there, but I'll be back in time. Okay, that was quick. The other Edwin. I can defend, I think. Oh, close. There we go. Just one more. One more. Oh, I didn't have the stamina for the jump there. Okay, it's okay. Rookie. Oh, good jump from you there, but not enough. Oh, that rush caught me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Get back in time. No! Wasn't quite flawless, but it's okay. It's okay. No! Oh, Mooncrest. Back instantly. Oh, the big aura there. Okay, this is gonna be tough. But I got her. And wait for the stamina and... No! Okay. I took out that Edwin. There's still Jadari left though. Come on. No! This is me on 2 though. Oh shit! I juked me there. Well played, other Edwin. Okay, okay. Hard to avoid Jadari when she goes on the offense. But when I'm in the defense it goes better. I might as well dunk since I'm always coming back. And there we go. Well done, Edwin. We did it! It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? You received Gold's Bracer for completing Edwin's trial. Edwin powercasts R with greater ease and gains infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. Oh man. Edwin is really good. And they're all getting their legendary things, which means we have a Mooncrest left over, which is pretty good. Who's likely to get banished often? One of the speedy ones, probably. I guess Gilman. He's the only one that doesn't have any, I think. Even Pamitha and Tiso have them. We have 7. And there's 8 scribes. I feel like there's still yet one more to join. Guess we'll find out. I guess we hadn't gotten that far in the Book of Rites yet. Oblige the voice that tells you more. That was the last page. The demon. The art is beautiful, but it's pretty much the same. So why this is page... Okay, no, there's actually differences. Page 3 and 5 are different, or rather 4 and 6. But then we have 8, 10, 12, and 14, and 16, all the same except for the different color of this thing. And then the forward itself, it's just a forward. Ding dong. So it goes this, 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 this. We've seen that movement often enough. Let's have a chat with Sandra, because I like her so much. Return so soon, reader. Not that I am complaining. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void, thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. It was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. Damn. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master? Ah, but I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So, given your mortality, let's say that we get back to business here. Goodbye, Sandra. We'll talk again later. Until our next appointment. Really like Sandra. She's really cool. It's time to discuss the plan, I think. Earlier, Volfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time. And this is only the first phase. You, Edwin, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Elodiel, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through the Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through here, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Come on, man. I've read as much as I could of that thing. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Soliam, and meet our adversaries of the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. Notorious demon leader, and one of the most feared triumvirates. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirate prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebodies taken in, and clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this? The same Commonwealth that says the sentence to exile is forever? And freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then, that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us, that isn't it at all. One of us returns, it shall just be a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wolfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn you shall begin your ascent to Mount Elodiel. Okay. I'm gonna mentor a companion again. I find that's most beneficial. It's tempting to do it to Edwin, because I believe I will give him 1,000, which will grant him the next level. Can also do to Jodariel, though. Rookie is a bit behind, as is the others. Obviously, Gilman and Pemetha need the most, but I'm going to do it to Edwin, I think. Of course. We're going all this way. We better make the most of it. You and Edwin go over his understanding of his aura and his connection to his presence, both physical and spiritual. This discussion proves informative. There we go. No matter what anyone says, I refuse to think that there's some sort of limit to one's understanding of all this. We can now pick causing banished adversaries to remain banished for 2 seconds longer than usual, or may instantly return by moving to where they fell. Both of these are very good. I am tempted, I think... Oh, well, this is good too. I think I'm gonna go for the Divine Retribution. To banish with a single touch. I don't think I'll ever get too used to that. And so again, our journey continues.